of spring 2021, and they'll be looking to try and just kind of push themselves a little bit further along than they were last split.
And I love it. We're just going straight onto the Rift. And, you know, before we talk about anything game-wise, I feel like the first thing we need to hit on is V5. Because fans are going to come in and be like, who are all of these guys? The only face you probably recognize is Uniboy coming over from LGD. Of course, before that, he was on HQ, subbed in for PSG Talent at Worlds. A lot more of this, like, heavy roaming mid laner. And, oh, we're going to see that now is LNG.
Oh, Iwandi. Swing and a miss. Will be able to get the flay down and the exhaust, but that's just not what you need. Tarzan has to flash away because he does not have access to the Ragnarok, and they committed a teleport for that. I felt a little LNG-sided. As I say that, V5.
Oh my god. He just doesn't stop, man. He doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop as they're trying to look for this one here. As you can see, Invincible maybe trying to bait this one out. Doesn't have his Q just yet. Waiting about 3 or 4 more seconds. There it is. They're going to go in. First blood to Invincible. He is invincible. As we can see, there's the onslaught of Shadow. Good flash, though, away. Not quite able to get away, though, from the chains. And Icon able to make that one work. 1-for-1 trade overall.
Trying to punish him, though. They don't have confidence that they will be able to take him down. Does have ult flash. Kepler might be dead. Kepler is dead.
Kepler is dead. Light and Iwandi able to get out of that one as well. You still have flashes on pretty much everybody, so no real chance of a follow-up here from the side of V5. And that is a nice little pickup there in the bot side for the something gained, as I say, as we see a replay in this bot side. And I think it's just straight up Icon just forcing the issue, knowing he can take the Nautilus ult.
And the big thing is, right, Kepler was already low HP from the previous pseudo dive we saw LNG try to pull off.
Sure. Icon, but don't feel like LNG are really in a position to fight this one. And they're going to let that one go. Just about no steal here for you, Light. Does mean, though, that Ale gets a lot of free time.
The gold is completely swapped. You're the team up over 1k gold, and Kepler, I think, is dead 100% here.
Yeah, maybe not, though. Icon might have to force himself away, as Ale does end up getting himself in with the teleport. Has to safeguard back off of that. Invincible flashes forward, gets kicked back, gets knocked away. And everyone just kind of backs off. But while that was happening, you commit so many people to that bot side to defend. Means that mid lane is pretty much all done taken. Uniboy needs to be very careful. Knows there's no Super Mega Deck Rocket for at least a couple of seconds. As Ale and Invincible still trying to see if they can take each other on. Focus of some of this aggression here from LNG. They've got themselves 2 very tanky and damagey boys in this bot side. The Sonic Wave will land, but here comes the ults here on top of that from V5 to try to turn this one around. Ale, not really in a great position, is ticking down, but flashes over the wall nicely to get himself out. Super Mega Death Rocket just keep another little bit of damage. Triple kill for Ale, and this Lee Sin is online.
And between the two of Pisa and fights.
Well, speaking of extended fights, we are going to see one start off straight away. It's going to be the Zhonya's for the Nautilus. As we can see now, the stolen ultimate there forces Kepler to get completely away. Only put in about 2 auto attacks, and they're still going for this one. They will get the Drowsy, and there's going to be a lot of damage done to Icon. He goes a bit too close to the sun and gets burnt down to a crisp, but still a 1-for-1 trade, and pressure still very much in favor of him. Not going to have that extra little bit of movement or damage onto his trample. As I say that, there's going to be a good hook there. Iwandi, though, this is not the hook you wanted, as he's going to have to go golden himself. TP going to be coming in. It's going to be Icon who gets himself the onslaught of Shadows. Light picks up the first kill onto the Hecarim, and now they kind of keep pushing forward. LNG, they're feeling good. They're feeling confident. They're feeling like they're going to be wanting to take this game pretty damn soon. They've got a minion wave. They got a Jinx. They got everything they could want, and they might look for a little bit more. Hook misses, but Uniboy cannot stay. It's going to be the inhibitor falling after the inhibitor turret, and this has all gone really poorly for V5.
Yeah, and it just came out of nowhere, which, let's add the caveat that completely new.
And really not really changing much here, as we can see Icon now going in. Evercross doesn't really land, but they're going to have the kick there. Ale finally gets himself a 4th kill. And this has just kind of become a little bit too easy. Uniboy's dead. Swing and a miss there from the ultimate of the Jinx, but it does not matter, as they're going to get himself another kill onto the Nautilus. Kepler is by himself, all alone, nowhere to go, and the Baron is on the table. LNG just the rise.
LNG are so far ahead at this point, there's nothing you're able to take on the map. You're just able to keep continuously catching waves and wait till LNG is going to look for the final push.
Yeah, also I think just, you know, when you're looking at the team of LNG, they're not exactly armor stacking. You know, the shred isn't exceptional for your team. Yes, it does a little bit, I'm not going to deny that, but it's not going to be bringing you all the damage or extra kind of stats in the world. As we can see with this Baron buff push, they are going to be able to jump in. The Stormbringer comes down. It's going to be the Nollis to drop first. Invincible is almost dead. He has to go back to the fountain to try and become invincible. Icon still sitting on top of his onslaught of shadows to use as his leisure, but at 26.5 minutes, this game one is going to be done, and that is going to be LNG with a convincing game one win.
Good to see by them coming out to where, right, they survived the early game coming out from the side of V5, especially in that top lane.